Uh-oh, creeper, creeper. We're gonna have to face him and battle him. Go home to your mama. He's gone. Hey everybody. I'm in my survival world. And below me is my survival island. I've climbed up to the very top of my lookout tower. And I was removing the dirt blocks, making the tower shorter. But for some reason, in doing so, it has left me hanging up here in the sky. I can't go down, and I can't reach the next block. I'm just kind of hanging in the sky. I'm not sure why that is, but it prompted me to go ahead and start my recorder. If you have any explanation to this, or I should say for this, leave it in the comments. But right now, the task before me is to somehow get down off of this. Well, I'm not even on it, I'm just kind of hanging here in the air. Okay, well, that was a good idea. I just built back up. Let's go back down now. Yeah, it happened again. I bet if I use the shovel and go too fast in removing the blocks, the game can't keep up. It's probably not an issue if I'm using a pickaxe on cobblestone. But using a shovel on dirt, it's much faster to mine. And maybe that's how, I guess there's a glitch in the game that can leave you hanging in midair. But anyway, I don't want this tower any longer. I want it to stop right there. I don't want it to be any higher than this. Now, just to refresh your memory, like I mentioned, I'm in my survival world. I'm not in my realm. This is the world that I originally spawned on when I began to play Minecraft. It's the only world that I've ever built. Never had another world other than my realm. This used to be a very rugged, mountainous island. I remember my first night. I burrowed my way into the side of the hill and cowered there like a coward all night while the zombies and the monsters tried to get at me. These days I am the master of my domain. My island still does have, it still will spawn monsters, but they can't get to me. The fortifications of my castle are such that they're impregnable by any of the mobs. Now I'm putting together some diamond pickaxes because we're about to go to the new mine. Let's put these diamonds away. I don't need those. I'm going to make a couple of chests because I want to take those to the new mine so that I can so that I have a place to put all the valuables that hopefully we will mine. So if the new mine turns out to be profitable, we'll have a place to store the goods. Let's run in here and do some quick enchanting. Let's put the lapis lazuli here, my pickaxe right here, and go for the unbreaking. Yeah, there we go. Now we have some decent tools. Let's put the lapis lazuli back. There's no use carrying that around. There's Ned, my dog. Hey, Ned. I think I'll get one of these diamond shovels and put this iron shovel back. And the sun is going down. Now, the outpost that we are heading to is called the Chicken Ranch. I used to have thousands of chickens there, but recently I've thinned out the flock. And just like that, we're there. Here next to the chicken ranch is a village that it had some villagers, but the monsters were killing them one by one. I tried to save them. I built a wall around their village, added plenty of lights, but still it got down to one villager. And there was a mishap, and I accidentally killed the last villager. There were never any charges filed, or I didn't get into any kind of trouble. I mean, it was an accident. Did you see that shot? I've become quite the archer. But I continued to fix up the village even further, thinking that maybe the villagers would come back. But they never did. Look at that shot. Hey, boys. Ready to die? Mr. Cow, or Mrs. Cow, or Ms. Cow. This long range bow and arrow shooting it's quite fun. I wasn't sure if I would get him, but I did. And there's the chicken yard. Quite a difference from a few videos ago. Well, I don't see any other targets making themselves available except for that one. I'll just run over here. And with it still being dark, I don't know if I want to go over on that side of the wall. I'm safe as long as I stay right where I'm at. Uh-oh. Oh, I fell. The phantom startled me. Now here I am on the wrong side of the wall. There's a gate right down here. Let's take cover somewhere. We need to make it back to a bed. We just need to sleep and just get an early start in the morning. That seems to be the logical thing to do. Okay. Rise and shine. The phantom should be... yeah. They're there, but they're on fire. They're about to dissipate. There goes one. And there went the other. And that took care of that skeleton. But I think it's relatively safe to move about on the other side of the wall at this point. So let's hop the wall. I wonder if I can hit that spider. Nope, came up short. Came up short again. Third time's the charm. Pick up some arrows. Get the XP. I was thinking about shooting the rabbit, but I've changed my mind. Just let him hop away. Now, if this new mine proves to be a profitable mine, I'll probably run some some mine cart track over to it instead of having to get to it in this risky manner. Because this is very, very dangerous the way I'm going about this. This mine is not protected. I hear a spider. Uh-oh, creeper. We're gonna have to face him and battle him. Go home to your mama. He's gone. So, yes, this is a dangerous mine. I need to run down here just to take a look, just to refamiliarize myself with the way it's laid out. Okay, it's coming back to me little by little. What was that? Sometimes I hear noises in Minecraft that I cannot explain. I think this would be a good place to put the chest. And we'll remove a few things that I don't need to carry around, mainly that big block of planks. So we're going to pick back up on this mine shaft that I must have left off on in a previous video. And it's not necessary, but I like the mine shafts that I make to be of a single level. So if I come to a low spot, I just fill in underneath with cobblestone. It's, like I said, not necessary. It's just one of my quirks. We'll build a bridge across the lava and back up there. I like the ceiling to be 3 blocks tall. Some people mine 2 blocks tall, but I prefer 3. Mining 4 blocks tall doesn't seem to be very practical, but 3 is very doable. It doesn't really slow you down any from, like, if you were doing 2 blocks. 3 blocks doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Now we have the mine shaft kind of broke out into an area that I created many, many months ago. And all of these mine shafts on the left, well, they're new. But this area in general is not new. So we're going to put a mine shaft right there. Now, to be quite honest with you, this mine has not been very profitable. Compared to the Devil's River mining outpost, which was insanely profitable. The amount of diamonds that I pulled out of that mine was incredible. And even the lava camp mine shaft, that was a great mine also. And even though I'm mining on the same level, using the same technique, 3 blocks tall, 2 blocks in between each mine shaft, this area is just not producing much. I had high hopes for this mine. Some of you remember that the title of the video, maybe it was just a thumbnail that said it. Maybe it was the title, I don't know, but it said best mine yet with a question mark, I think I recall. Well, I'm going to have to say that it's been a great big no, a great big 0 so far. Things might change. But not a whole lot of anything so far. Diamonds are what I'm after. That is what I want the most. I do like to find iron ore just like this. I need to get rid of something so I can pick up those blocks. Let's throw some stuff into the lava that I don't need. But yeah, it's fun to find iron ore, and it's fun to find gold. But diamonds, well, that is the best. Let's fill that in. Other than that creeper that we had to kill when we first got down here, I haven't seen any other monsters. And if we're lucky, we won't see any other monsters. Mining is, once you have a good mine going, it's a very peaceful, Zen-like activity. Maybe that's why I like it so much, but things can get pretty dicey once in a while, but when you're working a large mine, in this one, well, compared to the lava camp mineshaft or the Devil's River mineshaft, this is not a very large mine. If you're new to my channel, you should check out the Devil's River and the lava camp videos. You see, I left my home base, my castle, and took a long trip and established those mining outposts. And I stayed gone for so long that my one and only companion back at my castle, which was Kevin, my skeleton horse, well, he despawned while I was away. So when I got back, Kevin was nowhere in sight. It was truly a sad day. Kevin showed up on the night of a terrible thunderstorm. And he had 3 or 4 companion skeleton horses with him. And he and the rest of the horses had skeleton riders on them. And I had to cower inside the castle. And they were inside the walls of the castle. They weren't inside, but they were inside the walls, and they were out in the livestock pen where the cows are. And they were there for days. Over time, they dispersed one by one. I eventually found Kevin, minus his skeleton rider, bobbing up and down in the ocean surrounding my castle. And I rowed a boat out to him and pushed him ashore. And we became fast friends. One thing I never did do, I never put, at least I don't recall doing it, I never put a name tag on him. And I think had I put a name tag on that skeleton horse, he never would have despawned. So, if any Minecraft experts are listening to this, if that sounds correct, let me know in the comments. We're going to explore just a little bit while we're down here. I want to be careful though, because sometimes when I explore, I get lost. I get lost very easily in this game. As a matter of fact, and I probably shouldn't say this because it makes me look bad, but when we go cave raiding in the realm, me and the other players in my realm, they think sometimes that I just go off on my own to slay monsters, but in reality, I just get separated and end up getting lost. Luckily, though, in the realm I can use commands to teleport myself to the other players. And so here we are, taking another mineshaft. And I was about to say a very unprofitable one until now. At least we found a little bit of iron ore. Now I've got to be careful. Falling into lava is a terrible way to die in Minecraft. Probably second to none, other than maybe getting trapped in the webs of a very active spider spawner. When that happened to me, it was almost like I could feel the fangs of the spiders sinking into my skin as they repeatedly bit me to death. So, all of this and all we have so far are 22 blocks of iron ore. I heard a skeleton. At least I think I heard a skeleton. And we should get this coal. because coal makes steel, Homer. So get the coal, get the coal. Hey, there's a spooky dark cave right on the other side of this wall. Should I go in? I might as well. It's clear down on this end. And a dead end here. So let's grab the coal. Let's grab this iron ore. Someone made a comment on a video on my main channel that I was addicted to Minecraft. Let me clear the air. I am not addicted to Minecraft. I really don't play Minecraft as much as you might think that I do. I enjoy it. It's a pretty neat game. And I know some of you say, well, it's too childish. It's not realistic enough. Well, yeah, it's not very realistic. I don't think that I would enjoy, this is me speaking personally, I wouldn't enjoy the games where you are like shooting a gun at other people. I haven't said that. I do enjoy, or used to enjoy, a World War II flight combat simulator named, what was the name of that game? It was Air Warrior. Yeah, Air Warrior. And it was a game that you could play for free. At least initially. I think eventually they started charging, but it was on America Online. And a lot of you listening to this probably have probably never heard of America Online, but back when the internet was new and novel, you accessed the internet a lot of times by signing up to a service like America Online. There were other services. There was CompuServe, and there was another big one I can't remember, but the big three, America Online, CompuServe, and the one that I can't remember, they were like middlemen. You created an account with them. You could access the internet once you were logged on to them. You've probably heard the voice that says, "You've got mail." Well, that was America Online. I don't even know if they exist anymore. But you could play that Air Warrior. There's a creeper. I'm just going to run away. I don't want to face him right now. I don't like my surroundings. It's I'm kind of... oops. Uh-oh. I sure hope that creeper's not coming. I hope he's not headed my way. I guess if he was, he'd be here by now, but I need to get out of this water. But back to Air Warrior. You would fly around in a vintage World War II airplane of your choosing. The planes that were available to you were determined by basically what side you chose to be on, whether you were on the Allies' side or the Nazis' side. And of course, you were flying with and against other real life people that were doing the same thing in the comfort of their home also. Hey, diamonds. And if you were any good flying the plane and getting kills, is what you called it, sometimes you would be invited to be a member of a squad. And then you would meet up in what they call the officer's room at a predetermined time, and you would fly missions together. The missions would be laid out, and everyone had maps. Sometimes you weren't always the pilot. Sometimes you were a bombardier on a bomber, like a B-17 Flying Fortress. You weren't flying the plane. You were just in charge of dropping the bombs. There were other positions on the Flying Fortress besides pilot, bombardier. You could also be a gunner, a tail gunner, or a gunner that was up front in the little bubbles, the plexiglass bubbles. Now that was a lot of fun. But I would probably say I was pretty addicted to that game. But that was 25 years ago. I wish there was still a place to play Air Warrior. If there was, I would probably look into that. I'm not sure if I could play that on this MacBook. And when my son moved, he gave me a fairly powerful gaming PC that he used with his iRacing rig, because he didn't have room for it in this place that he moved to. But since then he's moved again, and he had a lot more room, and well, he wanted it back. So I don't have that anymore. And I had a very, very nice gaming PC in my Amazon shopping cart, just sitting there. But I never pulled the trigger on it. I never, I kept thinking about it. Came to the conclusion that I didn't really have time to get too heavily into the gaming yet. Because I wanted to buy that nice gaming computer so that I could play a game called American Trucker, where it's a simulator of being a truck driver and earning money. I played it on my son's computer and it was really fun. I also have a radio control plane simulator called Real Flight 8, RF8. I really enjoyed that, and I was hoping it would run on this MacBook, but it will not. I think that's enough mining. I think it's time. I think it's time to head back up. We're approaching an hour. I need to put some stairs to make this a lot easier. And it looks like it's dark out. Yep, it is. Oh, and a zombie sees me. I got news for him. I don't think he wants to take me on in the confines of this hallway. I guarantee that he'll get the short end of that stick. Yeah. Come on in. Come on in, buddy. Come on in. I do like these flaming arrows. Oh, not sure where he came from, but I'll send him to the same place that I sent the other guy. There's a big spider down there. And what is that? Yeah, here he comes. Maybe I can ambush him. Or he may not be coming through here. Nope. The sun is probably... Nope. Nope, I got him. It's probably safe to run back to the base. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fairly anticlimactic. Oh, look, pillagers. I'm going to have to get closer. Here they come. There's the guy with the big hat. I'm going to have to hack him to death. And now I've got that strange icon upper right of my screen. I'm not sure what it means. But let's get my arrows back. I don't know much about the pillagers, why they appear, when they appear. I don't know the rhyme or reason for the pillagers. Why they show up, when they show up, why they show up, where they show up. I just don't know. But we're going to run back to the chicken ranch, and I'm just going to kind of lay low here for a little bit before I go out and do some more mining. So I guess we could take whatever iron ore we've got, make some iron bars. But until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.